Welcome to Friday Fraud Law Review. It is also Red Friday, and for those that care to, I'd like to take a little note of remembering our deployed military members who can't be at home like most of us can. So if anyone wants to share that moment with me, please do, and enjoy the video. Bye-bye now. Here is a doozy, a little different than usual. This is Morgantown, West Virginia, and it looks like I'm not going to say the fellow's name because he has not been found guilty from what I can see. He was only arrested several days ago. Okay, so he's the owner operator of a particular business. I'm not going to go into that either because he has not been found guilty. And I don't think that would be right because you're innocent until proven guilty. The charges, however, were involving the harboring and concealing of persons who are not citizens and unlawfully in the U.S. According to the indictment that was filed, this fellow, who was age 40, hired and harbored individuals who are not citizens, blah, 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 right? So we know what we're talking about. We're talking about illegal aliens. And I'm sorry if that word bothers you, but that's actually the real word. Okay. To work for his company. He used the social security numbers of others to create tax documents for these individuals working for him who were unlawfully in the country. He also created false, and you know, I can see they're politically correct here. They are unlawfully in the country, not illegal immigrants, not illegal aliens, just unlawfully in the country. He also created false driver's licenses and immigration forms to provide to the West Virginia Division of Labor inspectors. So he did a lot of bad things here. He's charged with one count of conspiracy to harbor aliens for commercial advantage. Yeah, and let's remember that. There's a reason why he chose to hire illegal aliens. It's because he could get away with underpaying them. So when you think we're all being mean about this, it's someone taking advantage for his own gain by breaking these rules and taking advantage of many of the people lured to come here. And oftentimes they are housed and they are abused while they're in this situation because they are fearful of being deported. So they are told they can do a certain amount of time here, pay off their blah, 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 while they're putting up with a lot of abuses by someone who would stoop to this level. And it can involve human trafficking, sexual trafficking. So I diverge. But anyway, so it's never as simple as some people think it is. Like, oh, you're just being mean to immigrants. I'm the daughter of an immigrant. She's not even an American citizen. Okay, so that is not what's going on here. La la la. Private financial gain. That's why he harbored the aliens. They do use the word aliens. That's mighty unpolitically correct of them. 32 counts of false representations regarding social security numbers, one count of corrupt interference with due administration of tax code, and one count of fraud related to visas and other documents. He faces up to 10 years in federal prison for each of the conspiracy and fraud counts. Okay, so that's pretty good. Whoa. One count of fraud. The 32 counts of false representations regarding social security numbers, they didn't say that that was one of the fraud counts. So that just might be a totally different count. But I'm thinking that one count of fraud related to visas and other documents and one count of conspiracy to harbor aliens, I could get them up to 10 times 2 is 20. If my read is correct. He faces up to 5 years each for the false representation counts. All right, 5 times 32. Now we're talking big numbers. And up to 3 years for a corrupt interference count. If convicted, the federal district court judge would determine the sentence after considering the guidelines and other statutory factors. It will be interesting to see what this gentleman gets. I think he should be nailed to the wall. This crosses so many first of all, they're stolen social security numbers. That's someone's ID, part of their ID. So there's been identity theft of mass proportion, taking advantage of somebody else. Do you want to take a guess whether these people were voting with their fake ID? Do-do-do, ding, ding, ding. Yeah, I think so. And that doesn't mean I know which way they're voting, by the way. This is West Virginia after all, and this is a business person and whatever. So there's shame, and it has nothing to do with any kind of political party per se. But wow. Okay. What do you guys think? Do you think it should go light because, well, he was probably paying them? You don't know that he was paying them. There is always so often untoward things. When someone's doing this to this magnitude, it's not usually out of the goodness of their heart, right? And somehow these people truly do become victims, prisoners of sort, threatened with jail time. There's so many things hanging over their head when they are here unlawfully, illegal aliens, and under the control of somebody else. And it's one of the many reasons why it shouldn't be happening. Okay. Because there is a humanity issue at stake. I'll talk to you later. Bye.